The 10 Richest European Billionaires. America might be the land of millionaires and billionaires, the country that resides the largest number of billionaires in the world. But there are a number of amazingly rich billionaires in Europe who own some of the largest businesses in the world. So in this video, we'll be talking about the top 10 richest European billionaires. So without further ado, let's begin. Number 10. Georg Schaeffler, $14.3 billion. Georg Schaeffler was once the richest man in Germany. Schaeffler Group was one of the biggest auto parts and bearing companies in Europe. They had a huge $35 billion empire. However, the 2008 recession brought the company to its knees as the Schaeffler Group made a terrible attempt to take over Continental AG. This leads them into a massive debt for which they're still paying installments. Fortunately, Schaeffler Group then invested $550 million in the hybrid and electric car part business, an investment that is turning out to be fruitful for Georg Schaeffler. He expects more profit from this business as electric cars and hybrid cars quickly replace fuel-based cars in many parts of the world. Number 9. Stefan Persson, $22 billion. You've probably heard about the famous clothing brand H&M, right? Well, Stefan Persson is the chairman of Hennes & Mauritz, aka H&M. The foundation for the business was formed by Stefan's father, who founded a women's clothing store called Hennes. In 1968, Stefan Persson took over that business and took control of men's clothing store Mauritz Widforce, hence combining the two franchises and forming H&M. Since then, H&M has expanded so much that now they have 5,076 stores around the world in countries like the USA, Canada, Hong Kong, India, China, Japan, and Russia. In 2009, Stefan stepped down as the CEO of the company, and since then, his son Carl Johan has taken over. Number 8. Leonardo Del Vecchio, $27.2 billion. Del Vecchio founded Luxottica, an eyewear company, back in 1968. Since then, the company's worth has exceeded $30 billion, and Luxottica has become the largest producer and retailer of eyeglasses, lens, and other eyewear. Even at the age of 85, Leonardo Del Vecchio chairs the company. He started Luxottica in a tiny room in Milan. Now, he owns 10 massive factories that produce eyewear. His company employs over 35,000 employees and produces more than 65,000 pairs of glasses per day. Other than being a businessman, Del Vecchio is also a generous boss, as he gave away $10 million worth of shares to employees to celebrate his 80th birthday. Our bosses just give us unachievable deadlines. Number 7. Giovanni Ferrero, $35.5 billion. Nutella is probably the largest selling chocolate spread in the world. Other than that, the Ferrero Rocher chocolate is one of the best-selling chocolates in the world. Kinder chocolates are loved by kids around the world. So, who makes these delicious chocolate products? Well, all of these products come from the Ferrero Group, one of the largest chocolate manufacturers in the world. This is the family business of Giovanni Ferrero, and he is the executive chairman of the company. People love their chocolate so much that in 2020, they made revenue of a whopping $15 billion. That's some sweet, sweet business going on. Number 6. Dieter Schwartz, $37.5 billion. Dieter Schwartz is the heir of the Schwartz Group, a business that he inherited after his father's death. Schwartz Group handles two massive supermarket chains, Lidl and Kaufland. In the year 2020, they generated revenue of $140 billion. Lidl has more than 10,000 stores across Europe. The foundation of the business was set by Dieter's father, who started off the ambition of making one of the biggest supermarket chains in the world by opening a food wholesaling business. Dieter joined his father in his business, and then, as the years passed, the business grew into what it is today. Despite the wealth, the Schwartz family lives a rather simple life away from the city. They're also very charitable and generous. Number 5. B.D. Heister and Carl Albrecht Jr., $41.3 billion US. Another retail giant in Europe who are always in a close contest with the Schwartz Group in terms of sales and revenue is Aldi. Carl Albrecht Sr. was the one who made this massive retail empire along with his brother after the events of World War II. After the demise of Carl Albrecht Sr., the business was inherited by his children Bertie Heister and Carl Albrecht Jr. Since then, Heister and Albrecht Jr. have taken this company to new heights, and now they are one of the biggest retail companies in all of Europe, which is why these brothers are worth more than $41 billion. Number 4. Francois Pinault, $50.9 billion. Francois Pinault is the chairman and founder of Kering, which was at first a company that used to produce and sell construction material in wood. However, as time passed, they transitioned into a company that deals in luxury goods. The group now owns some of the world's most popular luxury brands, including Alexander McQueen, Gucci, and Saint Laurent. These brands make everything from perfumes to handbags and shoes. This group also owns the famous Christie's auction house, where the world's most expensive, exotic, and rarest paintings get auctioned. Number 3. Françoise Bettencourt-Meyers, $81.7 billion. Françoise Meyers is the richest woman in the world. She is the non-executive chairman and owner of her family's brand, L'Oréal. She inherited this giant business after the death of her mother, Liliane Bettencourt. Meyers was raised as a strict Catholic. She is a very religious person, and she has written multiple Bible commentaries over the years. She is also a staunch supporter of religious harmony, which is why she works a lot for the improvement of the relation between Jews and Christians. She doesn't do much for L'Oréal though, as this is a business that was served on a plate by her rich family. Her family's been in the cosmetics business for many decades, therefore she's not that much involved. Number 2. Amancio Ortega, $82.6 billion. Amancio Ortega is a retailing genius who started his journey by co-founding retail giant Inditex in 1975 with his late wife. Now, Ortega owns a massive 60% stake in the company. The Inditex Group operates 8 massive brands, including the likes of Zara, Massimo Dutti, and Pull & Bear. He's the 11th richest man in the world. Number 1. Bernard Arnault, $181.6 billion. He is the richest man in Europe and the second richest man in the world, just falling behind the genius behind the e-commerce giant Amazon, Jeff Bezos. Arnault joined his father's construction business back in the 1970s, and then, when he saw the opportunity, he quickly converted his business into a business that specializes in the production and retail of luxury goods. Arnault is the chairman of the LVMH Group, and it operates 70 brands, including Christian Dior, Louis Vuitton, Sephora, Tag Heuer, Bulgari, Moet & Chandon, and Veuve Clicquot. That's all for today. Hope you liked the video, and if you did, press the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so that whenever we upload a video, you get notified instantly. Till then, take care and have a nice day.